Knicks did it. Ring bong. JB on the road trying to close this thing out in Game 5. Can the Spurs extend the series? Well, New York is 3-0 in series clinchers.
No, it's winning time.
On the road,
It's game
they gotta
time.
get
Nothing
through
else
Wemby
matters
there.
but winning.
Spurs up by 3. Dylan Harper driving baseline up and under. Got it. The acrobatics. Spurs were up 10 after 1. The Knicks only had 13 points after the first quarter, but if you've paid attention to any of this series, you know they are a second half team. Wemby wing triple, 1 for 6 from 3. Spurs up by 16, but they've been up double digits already in this series, and they've let that lead slip away. Brunson over 2 defenders, Knicks down 7. What about Josh Hart? The hard way, up against the stanchion, 13 points for him. Those two came the hard way, 42-37 at the half. De'Aaron Fox to Wemby. Mitchell Robinson picks up a flagrant one. Spurs up 7 after the made free throw. Halfway through the third, look at JB pulling up. You're not going to like this replay. Wemby just too long. JB landing on his ankle. You're going to see the replay, but play continues here. So on the other end, Devin Vassell gets it on the other end. He responds with a triple. Brunson wanted the foul. Take a look. Wemby's foot was in that landing area. Brunson did have 30 points.
You know that it's winning time, it's game time. Nothing else matters but winning.
And then it's Wemby baseline this time, just throwing down. I mean, much maligned for shooting farther away outside the paint for so much of this series, but Wemby doing some damage inside, finished with 19 points, 14 rebounds. Then it's Brunson, who played 41 minutes. He made 14 shots. That is as many as Wemby, Fox, and Stephon Castle combined. And he did it in amongst the trades. 15 points in the fourth quarter. OG Anunoby said he was resilient, mentally tough, always in attack mode. Brunson to the rack. We're all square at 83, and then he was 4 of 7 from distance. By far his most effective three-point
Expect this team to go fast and free.
Coach, I think it was before game 4.
Picks up the foul, and Brunson makes all 3 free throws. The Knicks have a 1-point lead. Wemby, meanwhile, bye-bye Karl Anthony Towns. 2 points. 10 rebounds, though. 23 minutes. Wemby 1 for 2 from the line. Spurs down 2. Harper, what a night for him. 6th rookie in NBA history to score 25 points when facing elimination. He was 10 of 19 from the floor. We're square at 88, and then we're not. Brunson had a step. Brunson hits the floater. 45 points are a Knicks finals record. And how about this Brunson, Hart, Mikal Bridges group? Hart, no.
Winning time. It's go time.
The stakes are higher than ever playing in Madison Square Garden, but
he's going to go ahead and miss the layup, though, and Hart is there for the rebound. Hart, Bridges, and Brunson trying to be the first trio to win an NCAA title together and an NBA title together. Hart missing the second. Robinson a rebound. Massive rebound. He had 10 of them. He out-rebounds Wemby, despite Wemby having position. The Knicks imposing their will. They're the second team in NBA history to win 9 games on the road in a postseason. Down 4. Wemby, no. Stephon Castle, what a time for his first field goal of the game. He was 1 for 10 from the floor. But OG Anunoby can make 1 of 2 and make it a 2-possession game. He does. So here come the Spurs. They're in desperation mode. De'Aaron Fox, a nightmare game 7. Giving it up to Wemby, a 3 that goes begging. And that was it. And Knicks fans, so many of them making the trip to San Antonio, so many of them celebrating back in New York, including a father-son moment between Rick Brunson, and Jalen Brunson. It's the first title since 1973. Brunson is your finals MVP. Brunson, emotional.
And the Knicks hold on and win in their biggest comeback of the season.
There are no more games left. We can talk about it now. You're a champion. What is this moment feeling like to you?
Holy
Take your time. Wait a long time for this.
I got no words. Everything I ever dreamed of. We're going to find a way. Whatever you put in front of us, we're going to find a way. Doesn't matter. Does not matter whatsoever. We're going to find a way every single time we step on this court. Every time.
Everyone was doubted at some point. This team was doubted at some point.
and all we focused on is the next game. All we focused on is those guys in the locker room, and people don't understand. We don't really talk about it, but the weight of that jersey, the expectations, the pressure of that jersey, and like I say, today, right now, is the lightest it's ever felt.
This moment is so much bigger than even us, and I think even for us, we don't even know the magnitude of what we just done. We were so locked into each other. We were so locked into the mission, the task at hand. We just wanted to get this done for the city. The city deserved it. They've been yearning for this moment. They've been wanting a reason to get excited, to cheer, to go in the streets and do the craziness you've been seeing every single day.
Those fans probably still in the streets, certainly, as senior NBA reporter Brian Windhorst joining the program now. Wendy, good morning to you. This Knicks team won all 4 of their finals games by erasing double-digit deficits. They finished the postseason with a 16-3 record. Now, less than 12 hours after clinching this first title in 53 years, what jumped out to you
because
about
it's
this
time.
team?
You want to go into the playoffs like doing
Just
this.
how spectacular their build is to become a champion. This team never tanked. Okay, they never got lucky in the lottery. The highest draft pick this front office ever made was 25 in the first round. The genius of sticking their neck out on Jalen Brunson, and then a series of shrewd trades to acquire all of the key players on this team. A couple of good draft picks in the second round. And you look at them, they did it organically. They've played 9 playoff series over the last 3 years. That's getting your 10,000 hours, making the second round, getting heartbreak, making the conference finals and then heartbreak, and then this year going all the way. It is a beautiful construction and a beautiful thing to celebrate for the Knicks and their fans.
Talk about sticking their neck out for Jalen Brunson. He's worth every single penny and then more. He's your finals MVP, 45 points, 15 points in the fourth quarter. He outscored the Spurs over the final 8 minutes and 20 seconds of the game. What is your perspective on his performance in these finals and really this postseason, Wendy, as a whole?
Well, this is an all-time closeout game. 45 points on the road. We're talking only a handful of guys have ever done it. This is a Michael Jordan-esque performance. That's not an exaggeration. This is the type of game Jordan has had, and he did it after turning that ankle over in that first half, in that Victor Wembanyama play. And let me just say that they call him the captain, and he is the epitome of being a captain. Not only is he their emotional leader and their physical leader, he's their spiritual leader, and he built this roster too, because he left over $100 million on his contract that helped fill out this team and keep it strong. An absolutely iconic moment for Jalen Brunson.
Since 1971, the only players to average 11 points per game.
What it's like being a Knick in New York
Steph
City
Curry,
is...
Shaquille O'Neal. Wendy, stand by right there. Randy's got more on the Spurs. Randy, what you got?
Yeah, let's talk about how the Spurs had double-digit leads, Gary. You touched on it in each game of this series, and they wound up only winning 1 game in this series. The Knicks leading for just 23.6% of the total time, the lowest percentage of time spent leading the finals by a champion since at least 1971. So Victor Wembanyama maybe 7'4", 7'5", but here he is on falling short.
2, 3, come on, hit. 1, 2.
What I'm pissed about is that there's probably 100 games before we can be back in finals. So I don't know how to say it in English, but I'm gonna have to